Good afternoon from wherever you may be watching us from. It's Hadiso and we're right here in YEP, and it's Gambian Talents TV to have an interview with one of them pertaining to the deportees. Like we did with others a few days back, we went to the immigration department and we spoke to the spokesperson there, and we also spoke to the government spokesperson about this deportation. And right now we are here to know what the part of YEP also, they're part of the story. What is your name?
Good afternoon, Ms. Song. My name is Baboucarr Sallah. I am the Operations and Finance Officer of the Gambia Youth Empowerment Project.
Thank you very much, sir. First, before we go further, we just wanted to know what is the mandate of YEP?
Thank you very much. YEP, meaning the Youth Empowerment Project, is a project name. But the institution that is implementing the Youth Empowerment Project is called the International Trade Center, which is an agency of the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. So ITC is a UN agency, and the name of the project that we are implementing is called the Youth Empowerment Project.
Thank you. And also, when was YEP founded, or when was it created?
I mean, YEP came into being in early 2017. It is a 4-year project funded by the European Union, with the main objective of addressing the economic root causes of irregular migration.
Okay, thank you. And how do you get the YEP project funded?
Like I said, this is funded by the European Union, and it is in close collaboration with the government of the Gambia, the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports as the two main government counterparts to this project. And ITC being a UN agency, these are the government counterparts that we work with funding from the European Union.
Okay. It is widely believed that YEP was created specifically to help integrate the backward returnees into the society. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, first of all, I think it's a bit of a misconception, because the mandate of YEP, like I said, it's not focusing on backward returnees, but it's focusing on the overall youth in the Gambia. Although we have a specific soft target in terms of how we reintegrate returnees into our programs, but the program in actual sense is looking at the economic root causes. Those who want to travel because of lack of opportunities, because of lack of livelihoods, we are targeting mostly these people to train them, give them the skills or support in order to vie into something meaningful, and not generally returnees.
Thank you. Is there any money that is specifically meant for supporting deportees from Europe?
No, we don't have that in our program. The program started before the whole deportation issues came into being, and unfortunately we don't have any sort of package for deportees also. We have package for the overall youths in the Gambia, those who are in need and have demonstrated their skills. So we have, for instance, the mini grant scheme, which is about $1,000 that anybody who is trained into skills or entrepreneurship could apply and have access to this $1,000 in the form of material, and you would be trained further and also be guided in terms of doing your business. We also have the mini loan scheme, which is close to $10,000 for those who are already in business. But if they have the capacity to repay this loan at a very soft interest rate over a period of time. So this is generally looking at the youths who are in the Gambia and how we can further strengthen or empower them more, but not necessarily deportees.
Okay. What is YEP's connection with the International Organization of Migration?
We are all sister agencies in the UN system in the Gambia. ITC is a UN agency, and IOM is also a UN agency. And we have total different mandates.
Okay. How much money is used to fund YEP?
Like I said, YEP is 11 million funded project, and it's for 4 years.
There is a widespread speculations that YEP or you guys spend a little in supporting the young people of the Gambia. You spend majority of the money on administrative costs, travel allowances, buying expensive cars, and paying yourselves large salaries and pediments. What is your reaction to those allegations?
I mean, if anybody wants to know, I think what they can do is simply, look at the reports that we submit to the European Union, which is, I think, if you ask the European Union how it is done, they'll be able to tell you better. But the project has its budget, and it has its own governance structure. Everything that is spent in the project is run through the project steering committee, which is headed by the government of the Gambia. The annual work plan is also scrutinized by the PSC. You also have the members of the project steering committee from private sector, from the European Union, from other sectors, including young people, and the National Youth Council. So anything with regards to budgets, with regards to buying of expensive cars, they should definitely get in touch so that we will be able to, know more about this. But, this is the Gambia. People would have always certain things to talk about. But these are just false accusations. And I'm sorry to say, but I am a Gambian that is working in the project. You have seen our vehicles. I think it would be good to also go out and see the vehicles that we have. And you tell me if they are the most expensive vehicles you have in the Gambia. You have seen the office. Tell me if it is the most flamboyant office you would find in the Gambia. And then you've also met the staff. 90% are all Gambians here. So I really don't know where those accusations or those allegations are coming from.
Okay, and what are some of your success stories?
Thank you. I'll be glad to mention about this. You have a lot of young people trained in skills and entrepreneurship. As a project, we have a target to train over 4,000 young people in skills. At the moment, I can tell you there are over 964 young people undergoing different skills under the Skills for Youth Employment Fund. We have trained young people in the area of security. We are training young people in the area of massage. We are training young people in the area of construction. We are training young people in the creative industries. We are training young people in tourism, in the form of tourism, community-based tourism. And then we also have champions in the entrepreneurship sector, where we have currently over more than 60 young people being awarded the mini grant, that is $1,000 each, and they are all doing well in their business. So we have most of these success stories, and we have also the numbers, and our reports are also available on our website. So for anybody who is also too curious to know more about what we are doing and some of the milestones we are having against our targets, you can simply visit our website, which is www.yep.gm. And under the media column, you would see the website and also the information therein.
Okay, but some people are saying that you barely support anybody to start anything from scratch. Instead, you look at semi-successful young Gambians who have worked so hard to get to where they are, and just give them a small token to support them. And you always end up taking all the credits. What is your reaction to this?
If only, well, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and the person who is thinking about that is just saying what he thinks. But I know for sure, in our database of success stories, we have people who are even returnees. They came back voluntarily, and they enrolled into our programs. For instance, the satellite installation, the solar installation programs. We have 2 or 3 returnees who were there in 2017. They've been supported with the skills from scratch. They have now their businesses, and they are running fine. One of them is telling us that on a daily basis, he earns $1,000 a day. And all of these are available in the field if you are available to go and get the testimonies from them, but not even to rely on the reports that we give you. So, I mean, in terms of success stories or getting people who are also moving from scratch, it's available. We support all type of people. This is empowerment. If you look at the term empowerment, it's like, for instance, giving somebody an extra support or much more resources to be able to move from the level at which they are to the level they desire. There have been businesses before YEP. There have been entrepreneurs before YEP. But these entrepreneurs equally requested for support in order to move to the next level. I don't see any harm or any issue with regards to supporting somebody who is even close to his destination to reach the destination. So with that, I don't know where this is coming from, but as Gambians, you would agree that even if you support somebody who has the capacity to reach out and employ more young people, it's even more ideal than helping somebody that you don't even have the faith that the person would succeed. So I don't know how this is being captured out there, like you put it, but well, this is the way we work.
Okay. And what is your reaction to allegations that YEP is created by the Gambia government with monies received from the EU to help integrate the backward returns?
For questions that has to do with the government and the EU, I would simply have little or nothing to say about that, but maybe to refer you to the EU to explain the source of these funds and also the motive. But if my explanation that the Youth Empowerment Project is here to address the economic root causes of irregular migration is not sufficient, then I would refer you back to the European Union or the government of the Gambia for more information.
Okay. As the name YEP, Youth Empowerment Project speaks, it is here to empower the youths of the Gambia. A lot of young people don't seem to have any more hope in the system. How can you rekindle the hopes of the young people?
Okay, that's a positive question from my end, and I think with the initiatives that we have, not just the Youth Empowerment Project, but with partners that are working towards empowering young people in various sectors, because YEP is doing the empowerment in certain sectors. We cannot do all. 11 million is not the solution to the overall problem of the Gambian youth. You all know that. If we should share this, every young people, 10,000 would all have $55,000 each, and it would be finished. That is 10,000 youths. But what we are doing is to concentrate in key sectors, sectors like tourism, ICT, entrepreneurship, and agribusiness. These are the sectors that we are concentrating on. And there are other initiatives that are concentrating on other sectors like renewable energy, in agriculture, on you name them. So we will do our part and others will do their part. And now we are now trying to form or to come up with an advocacy or a campaign that we call the Take-it-in campaign. The Take-it-in campaign, Take-it-in is a wall of word, meaning to make it in the Gambia, because we believe that there are enough potentials or opportunities for young people to explore and make it in the Gambia. We have seen success stories of indigenous Gambians who traveled nowhere and are making it here. If they can, why can't I as a Gambian? Now, these are the campaigns that we would be moving out so that young people could see to it that they have to start from home first. Every one of us, wish to travel somehow, someday to go get something, but there is no place like home. And if it is about opportunities, you also have to explore what you have available at your own disposal before moving elsewhere. Now, this is the campaign that we will be working on, and this would be in close collaboration with the government of the Gambia. Because YEP is a project which will come to being and it will phase out, but the concept of Take-it-in, as myself as a Gambian youth, I have to live with it. This is what gives me the zeal and the energy to wake up every day in the morning and go and find something for myself. Now, it is not a project-driven initiative, but it is an initiative that will help the Gambian youth to reconsider their decisions or renew their hopes in, committing to national development. So if we all have that belief, the camera lady in front of me, yourself doing this, if you keep on doing this, someday, somehow, things would be better for you. Now, this is what we want to put at the back of every Gambian. And it is only through this that the Gambia can develop. But the Gambia can never develop with YEP, or it can never develop with aid or grant money. It is only ourselves as Gambian who have renewed hopes and commitment to take our country forward who can do this. So I think YEP would and other partners would take the lead or help in strategizing the communication platform and also the technical bit of the campaign. But it is the Gambians who need to take this up and have a very good ownership of it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, like, yep, do you only train people, or and after the training you just certify them, or after the training you certify them at the same time you give them something to start up a business?
All right. Now, if you look at our training programs, initially we have two pillars: entrepreneurship training and also the skills training. But some of these trainings, we have all seen that people would just come into the training, and at the end of the training, yes, they would gain something which is immeasurable. The knowledge that you gain, there's no amount of money that can quantify it. But then after the training, we also realize that we need to complement this training with startup, support. We have trained over 160 young people in satellite, CCTV. You also have mobile phone repairs, laptop repairs at Stalin Consortium and also GTHI. All of these people, after their training, we handed over them with toolkits. These toolkits each worth of over like more than $1,000 so that they can start their own business. Not just that, we have the mini grant scheme. After your training and your certificate, you have to also demonstrate that you need to get into business seriously. So by that, you can easily fill out the mini grant form and submit to one of our implementing partners doing it, which is NACUC. And the committee will review your proposal, do the visit, and also consider supporting you in the form of materials. Now, from this level, they would not also leave you. There would be some coaching and some mentorship and training on top of the grants or the training that you receive so that you can, be able to succeed. So we just don't train and leave you, but we train and ensure that, you live to the expectation of the training.
Okay, thank you. For the past 3 months, over 50 Gambians have been deported from Germany. Have you been engaging with them?
I mean, not formally. We would really love to meet them in a more organized group because they are Gambians like myself. The opportunities that are available for all other Gambians is equally available for them. We would love to meet them and discuss with them and how they can access these opportunities. Because it's not just about, being deported or coming voluntarily, but the opportunities that are available for the YEP project is available for every Gambian. So I am saying this, if we have an organized group, we are much more than willing to reach out to them and tell them that there are opportunities that are here and give them the guidance on how they can access it. So maybe if you organize it, we'll be able to participate in those information sessions.
What plans do you have for the deportees?
Some of our programs are very open. It also have to depend on their need. We have the Skill for Youth Employment Fund, which is coming back. Because the first one is already been concluded, and we will launch it again. If they're interested in learning skills, we can, direct them to these institutions to go and, acquire these skills. If they acquire skills and can prove this with certificates also and needs the mini grant or the mini loan scheme, they can also equally apply. So we have opportunities for them just like we have for any other young Gambian between the ages of 15 to 35.
Thank you. Now we have come to the end of the interview. You just mind giving us your last words to the general public?
Yes, thank you very much. And I just want to use this opportunity to thank the Gambia Talents Promotion for reaching out. I am sure the information that I've given here would also benefit the audience that they have both online and also on their platform. And would want to thank you for coming and also congratulate you on the month where we celebrate women, wherein you have, a lady interviewing me and also another lady behind the camera doing this job. And I would want to tell you that you keep it up. Surely but slowly, we would get there together as Gambians. So thank you very much.
you.